Today I'm in a Bloomsbury house, Bloomsbury estate, formerly owned by the Tyndall family and known as Mount Tyndall. But the house fell into disrepair like they all do, but thankfully it hadn't been burnt down. The roof is in, well, the roof's in bits, but the house hasn't, the elements haven't gone into the house. So I knew it was for sale a few years ago, but there's a lot of vans over there and I hear a lot of people working, so I'm reluctant to go over there until I get a little bit of something else in force in case I'm told to, you know. So what I'm going to go down to is probably the most famous building in the estate. There's a boathouse down here. I'll show you, look. So the Moynally River goes over this very scenic little bridge, and where the Moynally River meets the Blackwater River, there's supposed to be a boathouse. So I've seen photographs, but those photographs in fairness are quite a few years old. Sorry, I'll just show you this. So I don't know what state I'll find it in, but listen, we'll have a look. Isn't that lovely? So I'm going to walk down here. The boathouse is meant to be where the two rivers intersect, so I'll walk down here and have a look. Let's have a look here. This is the Moynally River that's feeding into the Blackwater. And what I would say is that this trail looks fairly well used, so hopefully the boathouse is down here. Usually what I do is I go into somewhere, I'll always fly the drone last, because if I can't get in, I'll fly the drone. I get a few shots, you know what I mean, after travelling all the way. But it's a bit disrespectful to fly the drone at the start. If someone comes along and says, "Was you with that you with that fucking drone?" Yeah. So we go down here. But I can definitely see something. I think there's scaffolding around it. So there's something here. All the same, I love seeing these places. Well, I kind of love seeing them getting done up and saved, and I kind of miss the magnificent decay of these buildings. But hey, listen, it's better they're saved, isn't it? Look at this. Anybody want some mushrooms? That's a king tree. That tree is royalty among trees. Okay. This isn't what I was expecting. Let's have a look. This is it. The photographs I seen led me to believe it was more made out of wood. So I'm not sure if I can get access, but what this was a boathouse where you could take a boat out either onto the Moynally, well, I wouldn't say the Moynally, you take it onto the Blackwater, but I believe the water levels have dropped, so when you go in you can see where the boat was, where you can just bring it out, but now you can't. But let's have a look, huh? Okay, good news. It's a stone floor, so I think we're good. Look, there would have been statues in these once upon a time. Look. Romanesque. Don't mind Ali flowing into the black water. Right, I'll see if I can somehow get down a little lower and have a look where the boat used to sail into the river. For dignity's sake, I won't let you see me trying to manage to get into these little places. I'll be back in a sec. Look at this. The amount of water in this country, huh? Now look, I found the way in. So this would be to go down to your boat, get into your boat and off for a nice little sail. Here. I'm actually glad to see the scaffolding, which means somebody has some sort of intention of keeping this place the way it should be. Now look at that. This would have, the water level would have been up to here, and would have been, the boats would have been floating here, if you know what I mean. Sorry, I'll get that right. The boats would have been floating here, but the water level, and I suppose with erosion, the riverbed is deeper, so the water, everything conspires against the water being the same level. But here's where they used to get into the boats and go sailing. How cool is this, huh? Nature finds a way. That noise, listen to that. Listen, close your eyes, everybody close your eyes. Jesus, some things never get old. Well, sorry, just have a look around. Although this is quite muddy here. Right. House, but it's way too dodgy. The floors are just ready to go. There's a door that I'm going to walk on. I'll show. Okay, let's have a nosy. It always amazes me how these families disappear. All of this wealth is just squandered. And this is all that's left. So in here, I'll show you now. There's what's left of two doors with gorgeous glass in them. I'll show you now. So the floors, I have tested them. They are like paper. They are so dodgy. This here, this is the door that was here that someone's put down, so that's the easy. Look here, look. Here. So, I walk in the door. And if you look here, look. I can feel them moving underneath my feet, so I'm definitely going no further. But have a look at this, watch. There's some old plaster, see? Some of the remaining plaster. There's one of those little alcoves there that would have had a statue. And look at the glass, look. There's the front door. And then you would have these doors here, which are it's amazing how well the glass keeps if it's not broken. It's just immaculate. Anyway, I better get out of here before I either get caught or fall down into somewhere where I'll never be found again. I should really give my location of this so someone can find me, shouldn't I? Okay, on to the next time. Adios amigos.